viewers, welcome to my cookery show. I'm Wairimu from PikaNaPower, and today we are going to make chicken pilau my style with just about everything in it. It has some peas, I'll also add in some onions. So welcome. We will use today the pressure cooker, the electric pressure cooker, which has 3 major parts. We have the pot, the cooking sufuria as it were, which has markings on the side which show the maximum level and the minimum level. So ensure that you do not go beyond the manufacturer specifications, and you need to also leave space for pressure. That's the reason why there's a space there. There's a pressure where the pressure will build up. And also, if you're cooking things like rice, like I am today, you have to give it enough room to swell up into the pan. Here we have the insulated part of the cooker, which is actually the cooking pot. This inside here is the hot plate, and here we have the menu selections. Then we have the lid, which is also well insulated and has a weight on the vent to keep the pressure down. On one end we have the side where it is closed, and also there's the opening side in case you want to release the pressure manually. Here we have a pin that right now is in a collapsed position because we're not cooking, and that is the position it should be when it is safe to open. When it is up, it means that there's pressure in there and you should not try to open. So straight away we'll go into the cooking. So for my pilau, my style, we require 2.5 cups of rice. I have half a kilo of chicken breast cut into pieces, dices. I have some chopped onion, 1 onion. I have 2 tomatoes pureed. I like to always puree my tomatoes. Here I have some yellow sweet hoho and the red one. Basically, their main objective of these 2 colors is because of the color, so that my rice, when I look at it at the end, it will have a bit of color, and also it gives flavor. I've also diced them. Everything that I've done is diced. Here are some onions which I had fried earlier, as you have seen. These are going to be for garnishing. I have 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I have 1 tablespoon each of garlic and ginger, and I also have 2 tablespoons of ghee, which is clarified butter, and a much healthier option. I also have a chicken cube which I will use to make some stock, and salt, and pilau masala. So place your pot in your electric cooker, and we'll place in the ghee. Always use either a silicone wiko or a wooden wiko when cooking with the EPC, so that you do not remove the non-stick covering inside your pan, so that the time when you want to use it to cook or bake a cake, for example, it will not get stuck on the sides. Yes, we will make a cake one day with the EPC. So I'll draw your attention to my meter here. So here we have an energy meter which will tell us exactly how much power we'll use. It also will tell us how long it has taken to cook this meal, because we are going to change the program twice, so the countdown will be timed 2 times. So this one will have a continuous time that it will show us, and also how much the power we are going to use to cook this meal. Please note everything is 00 now, so we'll keep referring to it over some time. And here we'll go to our menu and select the saute method, which is program 05, which we are going to use to fry the onions and to fry the meat at the beginning, so that we'll later select a menu which will cook for us the pilau under pressure. So my oil has heated up. I'll put in the onions. And you can hear it is hot. You can hear the sizzling. I'll also add in my ginger and garlic. And I'll cover them for a while, just to infuse the flavors. So as you can see, my onions are frying with the ginger. They have become brown. They are browning. They are translucent, transparent. So I'll add in the chicken. Now before I add the chicken, let us have the pilau mix so that it can also mix well with the onions. So I've put in the pilau masala, which I've only put in 1 tablespoon, but depending on your preference, on your taste, you can add much more. We'll now add in the chicken cubes. This is the part of the breast, which is boneless, and it's cut into cubes. Feel free to use full chicken pieces. You can put in leg if you want, the wings, whatever, but today I'm using chicken breast, which is boneless and diced. We'll also add in some salt. Salt, I'll put in a level tablespoon. Remember, it is not a lot. It's because of the rice, and remember, rice requires a lot of salt. So we'll put in 1 tablespoon. I have my tomato paste. So at this moment we are using the saute program, which allows you to fry for 30 minutes. It gives you 30 minutes to have already done your frying, so that you can be able to pressurize your pot and start cooking under pressure for the real pressure cooker. You can see now we have come down to 20 minutes. We've been frying for 10 minutes already. I'll put in the yellow hoho, tomatoes, my red hoho, did I mention that we'll have some green peas, which are raw, they are not cooked. I'm thinking about color and about balancing my meal. I have some vegetables in here, I have some protein, and I'm going to have the rice, which will be the carbohydrate and starch. So I'll cover this also for a while, to fry for a while. So I can see my food is frying nicely. The chicken has browned. So we'll add in the rice. The rice is 2.5 cups. And please use the same cup that you use to measure, if it is the water, any other ingredient that you're using for with cups, use the same cup. Don't measure with a mug, some with a teacup, and I with a jug. Use the same cup to measure everything. So mix everything together. And do not koroga so much, because you'll break up the rice and it's likely to become ugalish. So I'll also add now the cube together with water. Usually you would require double the amount of water when you cook in a normal sufuria. So if you have 2 cups of rice, you will use 4 cups of water. But with the pressure cooker, you use less by 1 cup. So we would have 2.5 cups of rice. So usually we would have put 5 cups of water, but we will put 4. Well, at least it should cover the rice. Remember, the rice is going to expand, so you don't fill your rice to the top. Those were 2 cups, and this is another 2 cups. With the pressure cooker, no water evaporates, none is lost. So if you put too much water, your rice will become soggy. So that should be enough, which has immersed the rice. Check the seasoning. See, already my food is looking nice and colorful. So let us wait for the end result and hope that it will be just as pleasant to look at. So we'll now cover our pot. Make sure the vent is on the closed position. The pin is in the dropped position, because still at this time we can be able to open the pressure cooker. It is not under pressure. Here we will now change our menu. We'll cancel this. We still have a countdown of 12 minutes to fry if we still wanted to continue frying. But now we're going to go straight into cooking. So I'll do a manual setting today. So you press the manual setting, and you can reduce or add the time, but we want to have 20 minutes, so I'll reduce it to 20 minutes. And within 20 minutes our rice should be cooked. When it blinks like this, it still gives you an opportunity to add or change your timings the way you want, but the minute it stops blinking, it means it has now set and it is ready for the 20 minutes, and we wait for the countdown. The countdown will come once the pressure is up, the pin is up, the pressure will come, and then the countdown will begin. So we wait for the pin to go up, and then the countdown will begin. So here you can see we have a little steam escaping. That means that it is building pressure. This steam is harmless, it is not hot. So once you see this steam, you know that your pin is about to come up, and it's just a little bit of noise as the pressure is building. But once the pressure builds and the pin goes up, there will be no more noise. So now we're waiting for the pin to come up. It should be coming up any minute now.
A few minutes later.
Up we go. There it is. Please note now there's no more steam coming out of here. The pin is locked. It has, and the vent is at the closed position. The pin is up, and the countdown is about to begin. A few minutes later, you can see the countdown now has come. So cooking has now begun in earnest. So after 20 minutes, our pilau should be ready. So wait for the countdown, and meanwhile I'll take you to my burner. It is definitely way cheaper to use the EPC than any other cooking fuel.
A few moments later.
We are now on 1 minute before cooking ends, and once the cooking ends, it will automatically go to the keep warm menu, which would keep your food warm for you for up to 8 hours. So even if you went away and left your food cooking, it will not be cold, because it will go automatically to the keep warm mode, and there we are at the keep warm mode, and this is 0 hours. So after an hour it will say 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and so forth, so that if you are away and you come back, you'll know that your food stopped cooking 3 hours ago and now it has been warming for 3 hours. So over to our meter, we can see that all our cooking has been 46 minutes, and we are now going to calculate how much it is costing us to cook this pilau my style. We have used 0.356 units, so that is 356 multiplied by 22, which gives us a cost of 7 shillings and 83 cents to cook pilau my style. So if you notice, our pin has not yet dropped because there's still a lot of pressure in here. It is possible to manually reduce the pressure, but we will wait. If you manually reduce it, it will go like that, but we will wait. If you wait for it to release pressure on its own, it will take you maybe about 7 to 8 minutes. So we will wait for the pin to drop automatically. It has dropped, and therefore it is now safe to open the EPC, but you must never try to open it when it is not when the pin is still up. In any case, it can't even open. So here is our pilau my style, and remember we had the onions, which I'm using as garnish. And doesn't it look exciting? Now we come to the end of our cookery show. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're gonna try out the pilau. The food I know tastes great. Please go try it out. And remember, when you're cooking pilau my style, we've been sauteing. So with the sauteing, we already have a bit of liquid in there, a bit of soup from the chicken that we were frying from the tomatoes. So do not add water double quantity as you normally would when you're cooking in a normal pot. So with this, if I have 2.5 cups of rice like I did, the amount of water to put is 3. And remember, we are already cooking, so don't put in cold water, put in hot water or warm water so that the cooking proceeds, does not go backwards. Thank you very much. Remember to like my page, and see you next time.